Hello, I'm Dr. Frank Reilly from Equine Medical and Surgical Associates. And this year, in 2026, I'll be the speaker for the Bernie Chapman Memorial Lecture brought to you by Life Data Labs. And the subject that we're going to be talking about is insulin resistance and the role of the Farrier veterinary team in good outcomes. Right now, the three big questions are always asked farriers and veterinarians in these problems is, what can I do to treat the laminitis that I'm involved in now because of insulin resistance? And the second question is, what can I do to prevent it from coming back? Or in horses that are showing signs of insulin resistance, weight gain, crusty necks, stingy feet, what can I do to avoid laminitis at all in the first place? And the third question, and it's very, very quick right behind the first two, is how can I get my horse back out on grass? The other thing that's interesting is that the metabolic part of insulin resistance has always been kind of the most talked about. But there are so many different problems with insulin resistance: infections, hospitalization, Cushing's, COPD, poor breathing problems. There's certain medications, pregnancy. As there have been advances in human medicine and horse medicine, we're realizing now this is not just a diet problem. We're not going to diet our way out of all these problems. We're going to have to get all the different problems that could be causing insulin resistance. And then when we attack those and gang tackle those, you have great success. Where in the past, sometimes we're just doing dietary changes, but the horse is still sore and still lame and you can't get them right. And everyone's getting frustrated. So what else can we do besides just dietary changes? And I think that's important. Another thing is that there's so many different names for insulin resistance, creating so much confusion with the veterinarians and the farriers, and which are the two healthcare professionals in the barn. And so that's why it's so important for us to work together. And then also the four main steps to combat insulin resistance. What do we need to do in the way of medication? What do we need to do in the way of dieting? And then, of course, the farriers is heavily involved in that because, again, pain in these horses increases insulin. And I can't make that horse comfortable on his feet by myself. I know I can't. I need the expertise of the farrier. And together we can be very successful. And I have a slide in there of a beautiful porch. And the next slide is the house on fire. And if one person in the team is doing their job, the fair is doing their job, but I'm not doing my job, the house is going to burn up eventually. And so it's important for the fair and the veterinarian. If we're working together, we just have massive success. And I think that's really the big thing with this. How can the farrier vet team, the two healthcare professionals, how can we address this problem together, understand the signs, understand the terminology, so we're all together. These past summits have just helped me to develop things a little bit better and better explain and help with that team aspect. So I'm looking forward to talking to you all about it.